Hey everybody, morning. I hope everyone is good this morning. But first, we have to give God thanks that He has allowed us to see this beautiful day, this brand new day. Let us certainly rejoice and be glad in it, because He's the greatest God. He is the best. He's ever present in our time of need, in our times of difficulties, in our times of challenges, and we give Him thanks because He has never left us. He will never leave us. He has never forsaken us, and He will never ever forsake us. So God, we give God thanks for His many blessings and His many mercies. He says if we delight ourselves in Him, He will grant us the desires of our hearts. He will allow our gifts to make room for us where we are blessed through it and prosperous through it, and He will present us among and before many great men and women. So we thank God for who He is, and we thank God for His blessings and His mercies. And I just want to encourage somebody today that in spite of what it is that you may be going through, God is able. You can do it. We have not been taught, especially women, to go after our dreams, go after our God-given talents. There's a reason why God has given us gifts, not to waste it. You know, I was listening to a speaker, and he was saying, can you imagine you're on your deathbed and your gifts and your abilities came alive and they started to speak to you, and they say to you, imagine we were here and we wanted to be used by you, and now we have to be perished with you. You know, what purpose then were we inside of you? If it is that we were inside of you to be unearthed, not only to be unearthed but to be used, and we made a decision that you made a decision that you're not gonna unearth and use what God gave you to use, the tools that you were given to use, and now we have to perish with you. So each and every human being who is listening to my voice, who is hearing what I'm saying to you, there is a reason why God gave you your gifts. There is a reason why God gave you your talents. It is not just to sit on. It's not just to put in the glass case and to look upon it and say, oh, I wish I were this. Oh, I wish I had become this. Or I wish I had done this. You know what I've realized? We always say we're waiting on an appropriate time, but now is the time. We have a tendency to wait until, oh, our New Year's resolution is that we're going to do this. We're going to do it today. If it means sending out an extra letter, if it means going and speak to somebody, whatever it is that your heart's desire is or desires are, and I'm talking about lining up with the Word of God. I'm talking about things that are good. And whatever your desires are, in a good sense, you seek it, you pursue it today. Not tomorrow, not the next day. That's what I had to do. I had to just get up and say, you know what? I went somewhere and I just said, I'm just going to do it now. So I started sending out some letters about some things that I wanted to just start doing it. Like that. Just doing it. Because I don't want, when the end of my time comes, my talents and my dreams, they come before me and they say, imagine we were placed inside of you and now we have to perish with you. What purpose then would I have really served when God has given me gifts and talents that the world should be able to see? What purpose? Because in every man's life, you want to know that you have accomplished your goals and your dreams, and you seek new mountains to climb, and that you're able to inspire, to motivate, to help in the healing process of another person that you come across. That is the fundamental thing about a human's life apart from serving God. That your dreams and your talents should be placed among and before great men and women. That's a part of the prosperity trail. That's a part of your progressiveness. That is a part of your growth. That is a part of your development. That is a part of who God created you to be. Not to put your great dreams and your goals and your aspirations on hold. Whether it is hold for your children, for your husbands, for your wives, mother, father, whoever the person may be. No. If it is that you're not whole entirely, how it is then you will be able to provide entirely for your families and for your friends. Now is the time. Just as how now is the time for salvation, now is the time for you to unearth and to develop your skills, your goals, your dreams, your abilities. You don't need to be great to start, but once you start, you become great. And that is a misconception. So a lot of persons, they stay back because they say, you know what, I'm not as good, I'm not as talented. Can you imagine if all of these, top persons that we know, actors, actresses, the Oprah Winfreys, the Bill Gates, the Warren Buffetts, all of these persons, can you imagine if they said, you know what, I'm not great at where I'm at right now, so I'm not going to start. They started when they weren't great. They started when they just had an idea. So if the idea was to send out letters to get sponsorship, they started out that way. I'm just saying, I'm not sure exactly what exactly, I didn't research. But whatever their first idea was, because what you don't understand, sometimes ideas come, you write it down. If it means to start writing first, then you write, then you start to put into action one idea at a time, or two, or however it is that you're led. You do it today. Don't wait until, do it now, right this moment. Now is the time. Not tomorrow, not next week. So whatever goal you want to accomplish, if it is that you want to get your home, you work at it. It means that you save 10%. I was listening to Earl Nightingale, and he was saying, he spoke on the 30-day challenge. All right. And he says for you to accomplish your wealth that you want to accomplish, it doesn't matter what it is that you're earning. You start at saving 10%. All right, so you make the sacrifice. Tell yourself if you're going to live, because 10% is your tithe, 10% is for your investment. And you save and you put it down and you say, Lord, show me where to invest, because you have to be very careful so that moths and roaches and all of these biting elements don't eat away at your investment, because you have to be wise. You have to be shrewd in whatever it is that you do. So you save 10%. You get your tithe 10, you save 10. Maybe you have to put down a 5, for contingency, just in case something happens, because that 20 already, well, the 10, you don't look at the first 10, which is a tithe, that's not yours. The other 10, not yours for now. You don't look at that for now. So it don't matter if somebody come and say the house blow down, you can't look at that 10%. You put that aside. Then you put on a 5 just in case of contingency. Because anything can happen. We're living in the real world. And then you live off the next 75%. You make that sacrifice. You won't die. I'm sure you will not die. You will not die. If it means you have to eat tin mackerel, I hate that thing. Dang. Yeah. Yuck. Yeah. But if it means that you have to eat tin mackerel, don't worry, it have all the iodine and all the necessary nutrients that you eat it for your time. I remember speaking to a girl and she was doing her master's. It was very expensive. She said for a time she had to just eat, and she was not from poor, destitute background, middle class, in a way. And she had to just eat cornbread for a little while. Cornbread not bad. I'm simply saying to you, now is the time to accomplish your goals. Now is the time to accomplish your dreams. There's no wait period. You do it now and you never stop until you achieve your goal. You never stop until you achieve your dream. So if it's your house you want, you go after it. Don't make no one stop you and tell you otherwise. I don't care who that person is. Whether it's your mother, your father, your wife, your husband, your child, your children, your auntie, uncle, some distant person, whoever, it matters not. God gave you the desire. He didn't give them. He gave it to you, and it's for you to unearth it. And you trust God with the process. It's not going to be easy. You're going to face obstacles. Part of life. You're going to face it, but it is a part of life. But it's for your growth, and it makes you stronger. And that is how you cement building your house on solid rock. That is how you cement building your house on solid rock. Now is the time to accomplish your goals. You start from now. You don't have to be great to start. Once you start, you become great. So I'm encouraging you, please seek, go after your goals, go after your dreams, the talents that God gave you. Don't let them bury any longer. Unearth them, get them out of the dormant stage and state that they're in right now. You do it now. With God's help, He will help you. That's what He wants. That's what will make you happy. That's what will make you live longer. I'm telling you, because it affects your cells. Your cells become happy. Your brain cells become happy. Your body becomes happy. You become happy, and it shows on the outside and